Hello, hello. So 2 unboxings in one day. Well, you won't be seeing them both together, but I did finally get this order, and this was one that usually I get in like 3 days maybe, and it was just kind of sitting in California for a while, so it might have something to do with the storms that were Midwest or in the middle of the country, and so that's why it was a little delayed, but it's here now, so I figured I would do this unboxing with you guys. So just wanted to make sure we're still in frame okay there. So I'm sure from the box, you guys, at least those of you that are familiar, will recognize the symbol. So yes, it is a TWSBI. Yeah, so it just comes with all this little paperwork, and here it is. Nope, you can hear my dogs barking. They're going crazy. Ooh, so pretty. So for those of you that know, I am a crazy extreme purple fan. This is the new TWSBI that was released on the 28th. Let's see. This open. So this is the new TWSBI ALR. So it is a little bit more, it has a little bit more color on the body than the regular AL did. So you can see right there, and then on the cap, inside there, and then opening it up. The only thing, and it's pretty fine, so don't think it's gonna bother me, but the only thing I was a little worried about was this one has, let's see if you can see it. Goodness, barely, you might be able to see it there. Has some ridges, there you go. And I was a little concerned that, you know, when writing, I was gonna feel that, but it's so fine. I'm not really sure, but I am excited about this. I ended up getting the bold nib, and sorry, my nails are terrible there, but you can see that bold nib, and hopefully it's not too scratchy or anything. I don't feel anything, just kind of checking it out firsthand, but I can show you. Let's compare it to the regular AL, and you can kind of see the differences. 1 second. Okay, so here we go. So you can kind of see a little bit of the difference here. So looking at the bottom, the old regular AL has like silver there and above the turning mechanism, and this one has the purple. Other than that, pretty similar. Then looking at the caps here, you have both of them have the TWSBI logo, but one is trimmed in the silver, and then one is trimmed in the purple. Then this one does say Diamond 580 ALR, and this one just says 580. Same here, except we'll take these off for a second. That this one is a smooth finish, and then the other one has that very slight ribbing, and you can kind of see it there in the light. Comparing side by side, the tops are pretty similar, and this one here is actually a medium nib, and then this one is a bold. So you guys can kind of see the difference. The bold's a little bit more bull-nosed there. So this one I believe will write a lot more pleasing to me anyway. I have had the mint one for sale for a while, but it hasn't sold. So I don't know. I might pull it back out and just forget about selling it. Haven't decided yet. But looking at the tops, it's got trimmed here in purple, whereas here it is just the silver. And then the same looking down at the symbol on top. So, excuse me, as you can see, they are exactly the same size. I don't see any difference there. This one's just in the color I like. It's in purple. Plus it has the bigger nib, which I do tend to prefer myself. And I did, off the recommendation of a planner friend, I did actually purchase my very first shimmer ink. So I'm excited about that. I just wanted to maybe compare a couple of TWSBI's regular nibs. Let's see. This one I think that one's a stub. I can't remember, to be honest, what's what. So I think that this one was a bold as well. So let's open these up. That's a stub. And then this is a smaller one. I have a lot of Echoes because I like them. They're cheap and easy fountain pens to buy. Oops, do it this way. Okay, and then we'll take this one off and you can just compare it to all of them. Okay, so looking at these, I can't remember, and I'm supposed to be able to see it, I believe. I can't remember if it's supposed to be on the actual nib. Maybe not. Maybe I just can't see it. I can't remember if this one is an extra fine or a fine. I'd have to look at the packaging, and I don't see anything listed there. But I'm pretty sure this one here is essentially like an Echo in a bold. And then, or no, actually, this is a medium here, the second one. And then the third one here is a stub nib. So you can see how it kind of flattens out and it doesn't have that little bead on the top there. Let's just point with this. So this little bead that's right here, you see this is flat, so you don't see that bead, so it definitely writes differently. And then this is a bold. So definitely comparing these two, let's see, how similar are they? It definitely looks a little bit bigger, so I'm excited about that. I wasn't a huge fan, not that I don't dislike it, but Not a huge fan of the stub nib. This was literally the first one that I purchased. Just kind of turning it so you guys can see how flat it is. So you can kind of see there, it's pretty flat. So I do prefer, I like it to be nice and wide. So that's pretty wide there. But see how rounded off that is? And then it has the tiny little bead. That just, for me, like it feels like it really helps with the ink flow a little bit better. It just feels a little more even, and it's just a more comfortable writing experience. I am by no means at all a fountain pen expert, not even close. I'm definitely, I would consider myself to be a newbie for sure. But you know, I have, as you can see, quite a few echoes, quite a few TWSBIs. So just, you know, from experience of playing with each one of them, they, you know, they do all write a little bit differently. I'm trying to think what this one was. So it's one of the pink ones. I'm pretty sure this one is a medium as well. So it's a fairly big end there. So yeah, I mean, I have basically 6 TWSBIs now. So, you know, they all write a little bit differently, but I'm excited to get my ink in and ink this one up and give it a shot. I do think that, you know, that grip will be okay for me. So I am excited. So there it is, everybody, the new TWSBI 580 ALR. I will definitely do a more extensive review for you guys once I get my ink and I ink it up. And you know, like this is basically the same filling mechanism as I think most all of the TWSBIs. Oh, and you can see that there is purple there in that piston. So all right, well, there it is. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time.